All right, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, Connor Unchained. So, market is doing what it usually does, as it's been doing the last few months, chopping around. So, today I'm just going to talk about a few things in the market because, obviously the sentiment has been very, very negative. Market has been, very questionable over the last few days, couple weeks, upwards of the last month now, right? You know, and I think I'm just going to give some advice here on, I guess the mentality when it comes to, holding in crypto and being in crypto right now, holding through dips, even though Bitcoin is literally above all-time highs, which is wild to me. But if you're invested in a lot of low caps, most low caps and micro caps are literally down to, you know, September, October, November, lows of 2023. Lots of them are all the way back down, and including some of my bags as well. Some of my top conviction coins, they went up like crazy, and they've come back down very, very close to my entry for a lot of these. you know but the thing with crypto and being in this, focusing on the long-term game, that is exactly how you have to play it out. That is how I played it out last cycle. That is how I'm going to be playing it out the rest of this cycle. you know is aiming for the long-term goal. When I first started investing in crypto this cycle at the lows, around like right around here, August, September, October, you know, my end goal, no matter what was going to happen, whether we were going to chop sideways for another 6 months or rally from here, the end goal is all projects. And obviously down here, there were so many projects that were just bottomed out, right? Because there just wasn't attention right now, or there was not attention in crypto back down here like there is now, right? My plan initially was, to be buying a ton of these micro cap altcoins, very undervalued, solid projects, and kind of just holding long term from the bottom all the way through to the end of the bull run. It's been a little bit different with this cycle, as you guys have seen. Um, but there are still a bunch of coins that I hold that, I've bought in all the way back here, and I plan on just holding, letting it sit for the next 6 months. Even though, I've already been in them for 6 months, 8, 10, upwards of like, well, actually, no, what am I saying? It's been, yeah, about 8 months, 9 months since down here. So yeah, all the way up from back here, there are still a couple coins that I hold, again, that I plan on holding. But, this market, specifically this cycle, has been very different. And, some coins, again, dealing with micro caps though, it's always risky, right? I guarantee no matter what 10 micro caps, if you picked 10, at least 1 to 3 of them just will not perform. It's part of the game with micro caps. And obviously the market sentiment with micro caps is one of the most important things. When Bitcoin and crypto's moving, that is when micro caps skyrocket, right? When Bitcoin, consolidates a little bit like it did here, micro caps are still moving. And when heavy narratives start moving, like AI coins start moving, micro caps of AI absolutely skyrocket, right? But when everything is chopping, when everything's sideways, it is the complete opposite. You'll have micro caps just dumping very heavily from here, right? But this is why I like to, be allocated into a lot of, conviction plays. That's why I like to talk about many different coins that I firmly believe are conviction coins, versus bringing up brand new micro caps, because I know initially when I started the channel, I was focusing on micro caps, but it's because, I saw the opportunity for so many down here. And, the risk in the current market is it's a lot different than it was back then, right? And I think for here in the current market, like I said, many low caps, even though they might be insanely strong, they are back down heavily. Some of them are only down, 30, 40, 50%. Others are down 80 to 90. But the difference is I've been focusing on 95% conviction plays, whether it's conviction meme coins, conviction AI, conviction RWA, even some conviction gaming tokens. There are a couple that I talk about, like Warped Games has been my conviction gaming coin of choice, I think literally since maybe November, December 2023. And same thing. It's just for a long time, you can have a big bag of a coin and it's not going to do anything. It'll trend sideways, it'll go all the way down. It might go underneath your entry, it's going to bounce, it's going to chill. There's a ton of factors to, what makes a conviction coin over, a short term micro cap trade or something like that. But, it's the belief. You got to really believe in what you're investing in, right? That is why I preach MOG as a meme coin. That, again, been in MOG since down here. Still my highest conviction meme coin. Nothing has changed. I will ride that out until Bitcoin is over 100K, if it gets there, Because to bring up what I wanted to talk about before, it's the end goal is what I focus on every single day. I've been manifesting that daily. I see that clear as day in my head every day. Just seeing Bitcoin and ETH at new highs, sparking another bull run. I mean, obviously we're in a bull run, but, really just seeing new highs being made, another wave of euphoria coming in, and that is what I'm betting on in the long term. And obviously we are not there yet. We had it seemed like a pretty good wave of retail potentially coming in over here when Bitcoin was ripping. But I still don't think it was anything like before. And that is what, again, I'm betting on at some point this year, maybe very early 2025. But again, that's the long-term goal. And until we're at that point where I feel, we're hitting that full retail euphoria, altcoins are skyrocketing, and we're at that next major leg up, as in Bitcoin's over 80, 90, 95K maybe to whatever, 100, 115, 120. Until we really see that full euphoric run. And Bitcoin, sorry, there's a fucking bug. And Bitcoin at like brand new levels, unseen before. Those to me are long-term sell targets for conviction bags. That is how I focus in crypto. I know some people, they might do it differently. They might focus on more swings and they focus on just selling when, their bags and coins start pumping. They just get out at the green. That's exactly what I plan on doing. Again, but it's long-term focused, and once my criteria is met at the end of the bull run, as in, like I said, if we see major retail euphoria again, markets pumping again like crazy, Bitcoin and ETH are above, 80K, 90K, well into price discovery, ETH, at 5, 6, 7K, if it can get there, right? I'm betting on that as an investor in crypto as a whole. I have very strong conviction picks, mainly one super solid pick in every narrative. Warped Games is probably my highest conviction gaming. NKI, highest conviction AI. MOG, highest conviction meme coin right now. Just to list some, an IXS, highest conviction RWA coin, right? And I have, a couple other ones in each narrative as well. But those are the ones that I'm just betting on long term. And again, they're conviction coins, and I'm going to be holding and holding even through these major corrections. Because in my opinion, that is what it takes to, really just hit your price goals and, hit your exit targets. Like, you really got to withstand heavy drops, heavy drawdowns, even in some of your highest conviction plays, before you really see those, those multiples on your conviction coins, right? And so again, my belief in these coins is a big reason why, most of the time I'm not really too phased at all by, heavy price swings up and down with certain coins. And just an example, like MOG going up and down a few hundred million in market cap every few weeks. It's like that I'm so unfazed because I know where MOG is going to be going, and I know it's going to be a multi-billion-dollar meme coin at some point, and that is going to be some sort of end goal. Whether it's 2 billion, 3, 5 billion, if it gets there. I know 1 billion is programmed. That's like a 2 or 3x from current levels. Which again, when the market picks up something like that, that's gonna be the easiest thing for an ETH meme coin, one of the top ETH meme coins to hit. Because ETH itself, from current levels, it probably can do another 100% move long term. Easily could be going to 5-6K if it gets into price discovery again. And if that moves, it's like being in leveraged ETH if you're in a lot of meme coins on ETH, right? And just it's like simple things like that. But I also know that current market conditions, outside of crypto, it's a lot different right now. With monetary policy in the US and internationally, a lot of different things are going on. It's definitely not exactly the same like it was in the previous bull run. We didn't have an infinite amount of money printing, right? Consumer spending is a lot different as well. So it's definitely a way more interesting and different cycle. But the main thing, like I wanted to bring up, like I've talked about already, is I'm still just long term focused on conviction bags, continuously stacking into conviction bags, and just having those long-term end goals, right? That's mainly what I'm focused on. Just certain conviction coins, and I'm still looking for gems here and there, obviously. That's part of crypto, right? But when the sentiment is down, this is usually when you're going to be wanting to find them, just slowly adding into it. But I think a lot of people underestimate what a little bit of capital can turn into, investing in, even coins that can be potentially bottomed out or, somewhat new. Maybe they launched, but they're down a little bit, and they're very, very low in market cap. It's like sometimes if you find some really good coins, fundamentally they're pretty sound, even if they're micro cap. There's strong fundamentals, and they're actually continuously delivering day in, day out. Even in conditions like this, that's usually the sign that it's probably going to be a pretty strong coin once the market can come back like that. So bottom line, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. Potential, I guess an exit strategy and a little bit about just the whole market sentiment right now. Because like I said, guys, I'm convinced that we're going a lot higher from here, over the next 6 to 12 months. I've been changing my mindset up of what this cycle has been turning into, because I think a lot of people believe that this was going to be just a left translated cycle for a while, right? But I mean, after ranging up here for a little while, potentially we could still range for another, whatever, maybe a month to 3 months, worst case. It's definitely, in my opinion, it's starting to look like it may have a similar time frame to previous cycles for its next major leg, right? But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm betting on the long-term growth of Bitcoin and ETH to be in heavy price discovery. I'm all in on that because I know for a fact once those move, a lot of strong, very strong projects in every narrative will have their time again and probably go way higher than they were before. So that is what I'm betting on being in this market. So outside of that, that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Just bring a bunch of this stuff up because, like I said, I feel like, I'm not trying to be like a full out guru here saying I know where it's going, I know where this market's headed. I don't have a crystal ball, nothing like that. But I'm telling you exactly how I'm playing this market and how I'm going to be playing it. I'm really just all in or nothing, and I have been for a while. But like I said, just continuously stacking up on high conviction coins, just on and off, whether it's weekly, every month, just adding a little bit, and just wait it out, right? That is how I'm personally playing the market. And if we see lower for Bitcoin, it's continuously going to be potential opportunities for entries. Still how I look at the market, and outside of that, that is what I wanted to talk about today. So I appreciate everyone listening, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks.